So ask that.
What comes out of it? What did the work and the exertion disappear? What did they do everything they did so far? They don't know how to answer it, right? You see, they don't know how to answer. If they ask me, people ask me, they ask all of us, well, what do you get out of this whole thing? What do you get out of it? Connection. And then what? So they say, come on, you with your nonsense, connection.
Because they don't understand that connection also isn't the goal, it's a means to an end. It's the network in which you catch that fat fish that you want to catch, the Leviathan. Leviathan, it's called.
Why? What should we attain? Look, it's hard work, as he says here, and
we are engaged in a business where if we all connect, more or less, a 10 can connect together. The 10 can multiply itself more and more and more. That it fattens, so to speak. The fish fattens and fattens until it becomes the Leviathan. And the Leviathan is the entirety of the will to receive which the Creator created. And then we come to this feast of the Leviathan, meaning that we receive everything that exists within reality, and all of that comes and satisfies us, fills us, and we attain it in heart and mind, and that's it. What do you mean, what they ask? We're going to catch the fattest fish, the greatest fish. Our work is the most egoistic. It's super egoistic. I don't want to to get some Nobel Prize or a few $1 billion, which from today until tomorrow they become worthless. I mean, when I die, what does it matter to me? But rather, I'm going to obtain something very serious. Beyond all of the endeavors of this world. And they laugh at you. What are you engaged in? What you should ask them, what are you engaged in? You're playing in a sandbox with all your businesses. What is the profit that you're making? You're just making like cookies out of sand. You're building houses of sand and so on in the sandbox. What's in it? Just like children building all these things on the seashore, on the beach. A wave comes and it's gone. So, and they see themselves as engaged in something serious. They have such a serious countenance. They're concerned. Exactly like those children who are full of vim and vigor, they're working. It's the same thing.
Are there any signs in the work that we do that we are progressing?
So, right, here there's a question, and he tells us of the transition which occurs in the person in his process of study and participation. He begins to discover a new style of work, a new style in his work. He doesn't ascribe anything to himself, but rather to everyone, because, how to put it? If a person starts becoming connected to the Creator, then the vessel connected to the Creator is the general kli, the general vessel of the whole of reality. Meaning, I cannot be truly connected to the Creator if I don't identify with all people, all of humanity. They're interconnected. And then one feels that this is truly how it is. meaning it comes to us in a few stages. The first stage is where I begin to see that the friends are very successful, and I'm not, and I don't know what to do. I feel that they're striding forward, breaking through, and there's these inner relationships between them. They're talking about things which are much deeper. I feel that they're not just saying words, empty words, but from within. They're speaking from within. And it's their lives. It's in them. They have it. And I'm skeptically observing them. And I feel this suit of armor on me, blocking me from feeling like them, and to be sad and be happy in what they are, as they are. Meaning there's this breakthrough that they've made in their sensations through this klipa, this shell, like the worm that we speak of, and they begin to feel something that's outside of their egos. They now have some connection to something outside of the individual shells of each and every one. And I feel that. And on one hand, I'm full of envy, and on the other, I'm full of pride and joy. Intermittently, like that, and sometimes together at the same time. Because I am in that society, I am part of them. So if not today, then maybe tomorrow I'll be in that, and that's something already. And so we advance. So first of all, we need to try to identify within us this type of change. I'm among friends who are already in the sensation, the mutual sensation of the society, the creator, all these things, to much higher sensitivity than myself, and that is very important. And onwards, the outcome of this is that I, out of this envy, that well-known envy, I begin to add more and more exertion. Without envy, it's impossible here. But good envy, because God forbid, I don't want them to descend, to fall, because they are for me the crane, the leverage, the rope that you throw someone drowning in the river, and I grab hold of it, and I want them to be as great and powerful as possible, because I hinge my hopes on them. In that I begin to see my relation to them being behind them and dependent on them. Well, I want it to be so. Suddenly I see that the society and the creator, which they grab and who is within them, they are for me this rope that saves me, and it cannot be any other way. So it's very good that I'm small in comparison to them. I don't want to be small. I want them to carry me, but I'm willing to pay them and the creator. I have the correct attitude towards the power that advances me. One who begins to feel that way, well, that's a success. He's a success.